She got embarrassed. I think they both got embarrassed. How's it going? What are you going to
How
talk
are
about?
you? I'd like to just break off the last topic a touch, if you don't mind. I'm just wondering how many genders you think there are.
Yeah, minimum of two.
Minimum of two, a
Yeah,
maximum? Is there a maximum?
I don't have a specific maximum. There could be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Minimum of two.
Could be okay. So,
Yeah,
if there could be 1,000, then there could be infinite, couldn't there?
sure. That's why I said a minimum of two.
Okay, but
Does
so
my
like,
does my answer not fulfill
what what's
your
the
question?
what's the criteria for the other like? You don't have to go through the whole 1,000 that there may or may not be, but how do you make your own? Like, what's that process like?
How do you make your own? Or make your own what?
Gender.
You can't choose your gender.
Okay, so but there could be like 1,000 different ones.
I said a minimum of two.
But you also said that there could be like 1,000. You're the one who introduced that number.
Right, but my answer to your question was minimum of two. Is there something wrong
Yes.
with that answer?
Well, I mean, definitely two that I can think of. But other than that,
Do you think trans women are
how
women?
would you know if you weren't one of the two, and what would you be?
Do you think some people don't identify as man or woman? Right. So there's also that. Do you think trans women are women?
Um, I mean, probably not. I'm gonna go with no. I mean, I think they're kind of appearing as one, but I don't think
Appearing.
appearing as one
Okay. Why don't you
meets
think
the
trans women
threshold
are
for
women?
being one.
Okay. What's a woman?
You know, what's that? No, I don't. No.
What's a woman?
Well, I think gender's dependent on your chromosomes.
What about
So
intersex
men have
people?
certain chromosome makeup, and women have a certain. I don't remember which is XX and which is XY, but
XY is
I
men.
think that's
XX
what
is women. What
XX is women.
have you gone to check to see what kind of chromosomes you have? Have you gone to check?
I never have, no, but
Because do
I
you know
think
that
they would
it,
align.
it's actually pretty normal for people to like think that they have like XY or XX, but in reality they don't. Like, do you know that actually happens quite often, right? So what about intersex people? Do you think that like in that reference that's a contradiction within your definition? That's why I think my definition is the best definition out there, and that's why we uphold the definition here, right? Because there's intersex
Okay,
people.
well, I
If you
mean,
want to base it on chromosomes, I mean, you've never gone to check, neither have I, right? It's just about guessing.
yeah, I mean, so are you telling me there's like a decent chance that I don't have XY chromosomes as somebody who's been a
Decent.
man my whole life?
Like I'm not gonna give you an exact percentage, but that is possible. Yes, if you have not gone to like go check, that is absolutely possible. It is within the realm of possibility. I don't know the exact percentage. I can definitely look that up for you, but that is possible, and that does happen. That does
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Would you look it up? I mean, we
Yeah,
might as well since we're on the
I got
topic.
you. I don't know how the fuck would I would how would let's see.
What percentage of men
Yeah,
have? What percentage of biological men have XY chromosomes? Would be your
yeah.
question, I think.
Let's see. It will be from the data that we have, so people are going to see. Let's see. Let's see what I can find here. How many chromosomes do human have? I don't need that. Let's
I'll
see.
see if I can find something as well because I got my laptop. Just because.
Yeah, I'm looking through this. There's also people like XXY as well. Okay, women with XY. And then male with okay, so it's gonna be XX male. It's gonna be De La Chapelle syndrome. Um, it affects according to what's the title? Sorry, let me give you the title. According to what are sex chromosomes? WebMD. It affects around 20,000 male births, right?
20,000 like American or Earth or
Let's see. That's a great question. Hold on, sorry. Um, I don't think that this is referencing just.
but nevertheless this is like a birth defect, right?
Yeah, it's called Della Chapelle syndrome. is a condition where the baby has two chromosomes, born with a male appearance. It affects about 20,000 male births. Small. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So that is possible, right? Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
can I can
nevertheless, even
cross
if that's
reference.
possible,
I
that
can
being
cross reference.
a birth defect, I don't think it has to change like the rule of how gender works. Like, I mean, if you want me to
But
concede that
they have
intersex people exist,
if they're like male
then
appearance and they have XX, should they like are they like a woman? Under your definition, you said women are XX, men are XY. Therefore, that like male a male would be like a woman, right?
honestly, at that point, I think they would classify as intersex, is my understanding.
Right, but that wouldn't that still be a like intersex people would still contradict your definition of man or woman though,
Why?
because you think a woman is XX and you think a man is XY.
But didn't you just say that those people were XXY? Or
There are some that are XXY. There are some male appeared individuals that are XX, and then um, feminine appeared individuals that are XY. Sorry, it took me a second.
no
Too
worries.
many
Well,
letters.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I still don't see where my definition falls apart if
Because you
there's
think
a
men,
few anomalies out there.
because you think women are XX, right?
Yes.
And you think men are XY.
Yes, and like
In
99.9% of cases, with the exception of an anomaly, I'm not going to like rewrite a rule based on an anomaly and then say all of a sudden that just about everybody can change their gender if they just appear to
I don't
look like
think
the other
people
gender.
I don't think people can change their gender. You don't have to appear. You don't have to be passing in order to be considered trans. Within my definition, there's not going to be any exception, right? My definition of a woman is going to be, or a man and woman is going to be an adult human that has a desire to be in accordance with the particular set of norms that typically align with the female or male sex in reference to their gender identity, right? So under my definition, there's no exceptions, right? That includes intersex people, that includes non-binary people, that includes trans people, etc., etc.
Yeah,
And it's
because
a definition that makes the most sense as well.
your definition is just somebody who desires to be in accordance with the typical norms of the sex, right?
Yeah, in reference to their gender identity, yes.
Yeah. I mean, well, that makes the definition quite loose, and that
How so?
opens the door to things getting, a little out of hand, which is where I was trying to go at the beginning of
Sure.
this
How so? How does it
conversation.
open the door?
Well, I mean, if I desire to go with the norms of a cat, then it allows me to open my gender up to identifying as a cat, and then
You
we
want to
just
be a
kind of get
furry man? Go
ridiculous.
ahead.
I mean, but does that make me a cat because I desire to be a cat?
I have nothing against furries.
But does that make me a cat because I
That's
desire to
also
be a cat?
disingenuous because a cat is not a gender. A cat is an animal.
Okay,
We're not
well,
making. We're not
why
making.
can't
We're
I
not making.
identify as an animal?
Am I making the claim that we can like change our species?
Why can't I identify as an animal though?
If you want to be a furry, you can do what you want.
So I can identify as an animal.
You have free will. Sure. You want to be a furry?
Yeah, I
Go
can
ahead.
identify as one. Does that make me one?
Does that make you one?
Does it make me a cat?
Yeah. Again, this is very disingenuous. I know what you're gonna say. I'm gonna say
It's
no.
it's not.
I
No,
know you're
it's
gonna.
not.
I know you're
Is
gonna.
this what you
So
do when somebody makes a good point? You just say it's
well,
disingenuous
no,
because
the
you're
reason
saying
I'll
on your
prove
side that
I'll
if I have a
prove hold on
desire to be in
hold on
accordance with something,
I'll prove how it's disingenuous. You're saying if you identify as a cat, are you a cat? Well, obviously no, right? I'm not making the claim you can change your species. Then you're gonna say, okay, well, just because someone identifies as a woman doesn't mean that they're a woman. That's two completely gender and species are two completely different things. That's why it's disingenuous. I'm not making the claim that like a male can go to a male can become a female or a female can become a man. We're specifically talking about sex, not gender, or gender, not sex. Sorry.
gender, not sex. Yeah, I know. But this, so I mean, but then you just get to the point where gender is just something that you've completely made up, and I can
Yes, gender is a
make my
social construct. Yes.
yeah, so I can make my gender within the 1,000 or more genders that potentially exist cat gender, and I'm a cat.
You're again very disingenuous because my answer to your question was a minimum of 2.
And you proposed a number of 1,000 that it can be.
Yes.
You said, yeah, it could be
It
1,000.
could be. I don't know the exact number. I know that it's a
There
minimum
are no
of 2.
limits to it.
I
There
said
are no limits
I
to
don't
gender
know
with
the
the way you
exact.
look at it.
I said I don't know the exact number. It's a minimum of 2.
Okay, well, nevertheless, based on the way that you classify gender, there are no limits to it.
When I'm referencing man and woman, it's an adult human that has a desire to be in accordance with the particular set of norms that typically align with a male or female sex, in accordance with their gender identity.
Okay.
Why do you disagree
I
with my
mean
definition?
that doesn't really. Again,
Well,
now
why
that's
do you
just a
disagree with
pivot
my
because
definition of man or woman?
you're not addressing
Hold
whether
on.
there's infinite genders or
Why?
not. You're not even picking your
I don't
stance
know
on
if
it.
there's infinite genders. I know there's a minimum of 2. How do you not
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? I don't know how many there are. I know there's a minimum of 2. How do you not understand what I'm saying? I do
mean,
not know how many there are. There is a minimum of 2, though. That's all I know.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you want to say that you don't hold a stance on whether there's infinite genders or not, then that's fine. I'm not going to make you debate that point if you
So
don't
can you
hold that
debate my
stance.
definition of a man or woman and why you disagree with it?
Well, because I think if you hold that definition of a man or a woman, then you open the door to people being able to identify as basically anything.
How?
Because then your gender is not related to anything real of substance other than just a desire and then
The desire to be.
appearance.
Hold on.
And I don't think
Hold
that
on.
makes you
Why?
that.
Why do you disagree with my definition of a woman? A woman is someone who has a desire to be an adult human that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of norms that typically align with the female sex in accordance with your gender identity. Why?
Because then you're
Why do you
just
disagree?
acting like it. That doesn't make you it.
No, you're not just acting like it.
Yes, it is. You're just acting
No.
like it.
No,
That's
it's not an
literally what
act.
it is.
I mean, if you're talking about like drag, people who do drag, they're not gonna be they're gonna be like a man or a woman, right? Whatever they identify with. Not all people who do drag are gonna be trans, right? Then they're not acting like it. If you're referencing like social transitioning or medically transitioning, that's different, right? That's gonna be a choice, right? That's something that they choose to do, but they're not acting like it.
Got it. Well, I don't think we have anywhere more to go in this topic. I think we both kind of made our points. Can we move to another topic?
Sure.
Okay. Let's talk about men being better at leading than women. I'll just make my claim first. I think that generally speaking, men are better at leading than women, and the way that I see this most is once you look at entrepreneurial sides of society, that most people to become millionaires or billionaires or be successful inventors are typically men. I think that speaks to leadership. I don't think that you can make the claim that it's just because women have been excluded from entrepreneurship, because you can't exclude somebody from entrepreneurship. Women have equal capability to start their own business or invent something as a man does.
It is going to be because of the patriarchy. Do you know when women had the right to vote? When women were given the right to vote? Do you know when?
I don't know. No, tell
You know
me.
when they were able to open up a bank account?
I don't know. No,
Do you
what?
know
I
when
mean,
they were able
but
to
here we are
own a
today. Can
property?
women open a bank account? Can they vote? Yes, they can. Like, women in society can go out, start a business if she wants to. And you going and promoting
But
this
there's still a
propaganda
patriarchy.
that a woman can't go and do what she does,
There's
do
still
whatever she wants, is actually anti-woman.
I'm not
So
saying
you're holding the anti-woman stance.
they can, but because of the patriarchy, it's difficult for them to do so. Right? Are you saying that there's the patriarchy
absolutely
doesn't
not.
exist?
The patriarchy has absolutely no bearing on a woman's ability to go learn something if she pleases to, and then make something out of herself if she wants to. You're telling her she can't go on her own venture and be successful in it because
She
of the
can, but the
patriarchy?
patriarchy makes it
The
difficult.
patriarchy has absolutely nothing to do with it.
It
Tell me what
absolutely
aspect of
does.
opening your own business or building your own skills the patriarchy has an effect on.
Yeah, because so some individuals do hold the belief that women are not as good leaders, women are not as good entrepreneurs, CEOs. Makes it difficult for them in
So
that
people
aspect.
holding the belief that women aren't good entrepreneurs isn't going to make them bad entrepreneurs.
I never said women are bad entrepreneurs. I never
Well,
made that
you
claim.
you didn't address the point at all. My point is, what part of the patriarchy is stopping a woman from going and learning skills and starting her own business and
I
working for
never said it's
herself and being
stopping. I
successful
never
and
said
becoming
it's
a millionaire?
stopping. I never said it's stopping women. It makes it harder for them to do so.
How?
As well as like people of color as well. It makes it harder for them
How?
to do so.
How?
Because the system was built for white, straight, cisgender men. That's why.
Okay, see, but here's the issue with what
That's
you're
why
saying.
the system was built.
If the system's built this way, which I'm not even arguing the history of how things have been and the advantage that that's given people within systemic processes, but I'm talking strictly from an entrepreneurial perspective. People who go out, learn, develop something, innovate something, start their own business, and be successful on it. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have an absolutely equal ability to develop your own skills and create a product or become a self-made millionaire. It doesn't
Absolutely.
matter whether you're a man or a woman.
Absolutely.
Nobody can go out there and stop.
But when you are taught the typical like traditional like nuclear family that women are supposed to stay at home when you were raised that way, right? Obviously, we have a new generation that hopefully has become more progressive, right? We're seeing more women kind of like stay out of the quote unquote normal nuclear family and what people try to uphold. But when like when you're taught that women are supposed to be at home taking care of their children, when you're taught that all your life, yeah, that does make it absolutely difficult. It's like the same thing as like what I was having the conversation with Alaskis about like being gay. It's about how you were raised, right? I mean, if you were taught to like say if like your parents always told you you gotta serve your husband, you gotta make him food, you gotta give him children, and then you gotta stay at home and take care of said children, right? And then they do that because they were taught that way, and they were taught that that's the normal. Yes, it does make it difficult for said individual to start a business, to go to school, right?
So is that what it's like? Is that what it's been like in the most liberal state in the United States, probably California? Is that what it's been like, where they just grow up in these ultra conservative households where women are told that they got to stay home? Is that what happens in
It's
California?
been like that
Because
all over the country for
I don't
for
think
de-
it's
for
I don't
cent-
think it's like that in California. I'm pretty
it's been
sure in
like that in
California
the country
things are
forever.
extremely progressive.
That's still upheld today. The nuclear family is still upheld today by many, many, many individuals, both on the left and the right. It's not just the right.
Okay, well, I don't
Are
know.
you
I
denying
feel
that?
like
Are
there's
you
some pretty
denying
low.
that?
I feel well.
It's
No,
like
I'm not. I
traditionalism.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I do think that generally within American culture, we've had gender roles. However,
Precisely.
I think well, we've had gender roles and influences that and that can be totally be a contributing factor. But I think even in the areas of society or the communities within the United States that are extremely progressive, and there's plenty of women who have grown up that have not been raised in scenarios like that, as we see modernly. And where are the self-made millionaires? Who are they?
Who are they? I mean, I can like name you a lot of women who are
I
like
mean, I'm
self-made
sure you
millionaires.
can find some
What?
if you look it up. I'm sure they exist. But if
Yeah.
we look at the ratios, even within within those areas, and of course,
Sure. Which areas do you
there's
want to
probably
reference?
no reliable.
Sure.
I mean,
Which
just
areas? So there's no reliable
Sacramento.
statistics.
And no, there's not going to be any statistics. So
So
we
then
can
how are
only
you?
use
How
our
are
own
you?
reasoning on it.
So then you believe things without evidence, right?
I
Because
can
you don't
draw
have
my
any
own
evidence for this.
conclusions as I go through life. I don't need a
Anecdotal
problem.
experiences is not going to be evidence. I'm
Listen, we're
sorry, but
having a
if you don't
conversation.
have any statistics for this in a specific area, then I'm not going to take your word for it
Okay.
because I need to see
Well,
the statistics.
okay. You need statistics.
Yes.
Okay. What are the statistics that suggest that men can be women if they appear as it? What are those
I
statistics?
don't need men
Like,
cannot be
I
women.
thought you
Men
needed
hold on,
evidence and statistics, but
men
you
cannot
have
be
no
women.
evidence
Men
and no
cannot be women.
statistics for your claims
Men
there.
cannot be women.
Absolutely none, because they're all just absolutely pretending. So
Men
you got
cannot be
no
women. Are
evidence,
you
no
gonna run away?
statistics
Are you
then.
gonna run away? Men cannot be women.
Oh my
Never made the claim that men can be women.
god. You've made the claim that trans women are women.
Yes, trans women are
Oh,
women.
is that based on statistics?
No, it's based on the definition of gender.
Oh, it's just based on some crap that's been made up. It's like, you know what?
Yes,
This is a
gender
new
is a social
definition, a new
construct.
thing we're making
Yes.
up, and it's complete
Did you know
crap.
race? Did you know race is also a social construct?
I'm pretty sure it's based on skin pigmentation.
It's race was created by white people. Did you know that?
Race was created by white people.
Are you denying that?
Race has
What?
always existed, man.
No, race was created by white people. Are you denying that?
I mean, that doesn't ring true to me. You got statistics for it? You got the statistics?
I can show you. Yes, I can show you reports on this.
Statistics?
Yes.
Yes, give me the stats. I need the
I
statistics.
don't have statistics. I'm gonna give you like people who
No, I need statistics.
excel in
We
this,
gotta
in
have
this reference.
statistics.
I can give you people who excel in this aspect.
I need
Let's
statistics,
see.
though. I can't. It's got to be stats. I need
Yeah,
percentages.
it's gonna be Princeton University. Princeton University. Let's see. History. Department of History. The invention of race. Let's see. This history special traces the development of racial and racist ideas from ancient worlds. When there was no notion of race, as historian Neil Irvin Painter puts up to the founding of the United States as fundamentally a nation of and for white people. Despite all men are created equal, language in the Declaration of Independence, relying on the work of Painter, National Book Award-winning historian, and a record workshop presentation by Racial Equality. And then you can continue reading this. It's a pretty short document. So that's Princeton. That does determine like actual people who are experts who determine that race was created by white people. I can give you origin of the ideas of race. That's going to be from race, the power of an illusion. Um,
My
and
phone's on
then
2%. You're gonna lose me.
NIH, race and history, from the NIH. All these determine that white people created a race.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Didn't hear the stats, but
You can look at the documents that I provided you. You can look at the
no
time
stats
frames.
were there though. Come on, don't we need stats?
You can't have stats for that.
I thought we needed the stats.
No, you don't. You don't need stats for everything. When you're referencing how many men and women are billionaires or self-made millionaires in an area, yes, there are statistics for that that exist.
Yeah,
When you're because if
men
white
are
people,
absolutely dominating it, and you think
yeah,
it's
what are the
because
statistics in what
for
area?
whatever you think it's for whatever
What are the
reason. I gotta go though
statistics?
because I am on 1%.
Yeah,
We pretty
awesome.
much debated the whole thing. I appreciate.
Sure, you take care. I appreciate you coming up here, man. Charge your phone.